Well, we've got Boyd Pierce waiting impatiently to bring this event to you. Let's listen to him.
This event, 2 out of 3 falls with a 45-minute time limit for the NWA World Championship Junior Heavyweight Division. On my right, Playboy Gary Hart presents the challenger from Houston, Texas, Gino Hernandez. 220 pounds. From England in the red corner, World's Junior Heavyweight Champion, Les Thornton. Your referee, Bronco Lubitsch.
Les Thornton, National Wrestling Alliance World's Junior Heavyweight Champion, getting the instructions from referee Bronco Lubitsch, while Gino Hernandez worries him to death just pacing around the ring. And like a little bulldog, Les Thornton is the kind of a guy who starts getting a full head of steam up, and he's a little bit hard to stop. But Gino Hernandez, who has proven tougher than most people, tougher than most people thought and tougher than most people are, is racked now by the insistent elbows of Thornton. So Gino Hernandez handing World's Junior Heavyweight Champion Les Thornton a taste of his own medicine. He's on top now. We could have a fall. We came close at that time. So Gino on top. Those pink tights of his have a way of really shining out here in the lights at the Sam Houston Coliseum. But more than that, it's his style and his method in the ring that starts to irritate people. They know that when he's in there that he is going to find some way to circumvent whatever rules there are. And the grip that he has on the neck of Les Thornton right now is the kind of a grip that can weaken his opponent, but Gino hasn't got the hold now, so whether Gino is going to get or to be weakened remains to be seen. And listen to the fans now as they scream for Les Thornton to knock Gino's block off. Outside, Les Thornton, Birmingham, England. Tough customer, and innocent-looking Gary Hart, who just added to the miseries of Thornton by pounding him into the ring apron. So from one side and then the other, the referee trying to catch both of them, and they keep him diverted. Thornton is outside, still outside, and the count has been interrupted several times. There's Thornton, and there he goes down from a kick right smack on the head. So Thornton's on the concrete, and everybody watching Gary Hart as Hart stands alongside of him. And he doesn't have to watch out for Hart. He'd better watch out for Gino Hernandez, who is a dynamo punishment as he dishes it out. So Thornton catches another boot in the head, and this is exactly the kind of a hold that knocked him down to the concrete again. And as Gino kicks him, Thornton grabs a leg, and he's hanging on there for dear life to get Gino out of that ring. And it's Thornton who has gained by the time spent out of the ring. He comes back up there now with enough fire and enough pep and enough drive to be able to get Gino on the defensive. Hard driving shoulder. Crotch, a lift, a slam, and on top is Gino Hernandez, but not for long. The Englishman is tough to glue down to that canvas. There's a driving takedown. And Gino Hernandez is pinned by a cradle hold applied by Les Thornton.
3 minutes, 58 seconds, the champion, Les Thornton.
So Les Thornton is now the holder of the first fall after he manages to wrap Gino Hernandez up, to roll him over, and to pin those shoulders down to the canvas. One thing about Thornton is the fact that he never forgets his basic wrestling, and no matter how rough the match gets, he looks for the opportunity to slip into pinning holds. So he's a fall ahead. We'll be back here for fall number 2 after we have this word from the studio. Give me the privilege of introducing to you the new World's Junior Heavyweight Champion, Les Thornton, who comes from England and is the first Briton ever to hold the World's Junior Heavyweight title.
That's true, Paul. Paul, I'd like to say I'm very glad to be here, and to be here as the new Junior Heavyweight Championship of the Champion of the World. I always said that I'd always like to come back here to Texas for you as a champion. I promised a lot of people, and now I'm here. But you know, what we have to try and do with this belt now is make it international as well. And I know your program from here goes all over the world. I know it's seen in London, so I'm hoping the people in London can actually see me with this World Championship belt, because as you said, I'm the first Englishman ever to hold it. So now we're trying to put an international flavour on it. I will be going to Germany and Mexico City, and then back here, if you book me. So we're trying to, you know, it's been a long, hard grind, as you know, Paul, and we've spoken a lot about it before. It was 2 months in a contest, and there was 30 men from all over the world, and the best in the world, and I came out victorious. I had some lucky breaks, I had some good wins, I had some bad ones. But the main thing is that I did officially win the belt.
And you fit into a long and distinguished line of people who have held that belt. Leroy McGurk, Danny McShane, Red Berry.
I don't Danny McShane here. I mean, let's face it, everybody knows him, and Leroy McGurk was the most famous one, and Danny Hodge was the Olympic champion. Let's face it, if I could just go in their footsteps now and carry on as being a true champion, which I want to do, if I get back to Stepping Stone tonight, if I get through here tonight, I want to go on, and I'm going to try my best to be the best junior weight champion there's been.
So Les Thornton, who is the tenacity of the British Bulldog, the belt of the NWA, and the skill of a veteran wrestler. Thank you very much, Les.
And a lot of hope too.
Very true. Les Thornton, a fine young man. We hope you enjoyed meeting him.
3, 2, 1, event.
And the bell still rings for fall number 2, and you could see that Thornton was more than ready now as he crowds Gino Hernandez into that corner. And Thornton goes down, but it was not from any mysterious ailment. As a matter of fact, it was the fact that Gary Hart had snatched the foot, and Gary Hart on the outside of the ring is still trying to fight Gino's battle for him. And whatever Hart is using to encourage Thornton to give up this match is now in the hands of Gino Hernandez, and we've got trouble for the world's junior heavyweight champion as the big pink shod boot of Gino Hernandez lands solidly on him. Underneath, Les Thornton trying to fight his way up. He's got considerable strength, a man who always stays in top shape. He knows balance, he knows fighting now on pure guts and strength, and now he's got leverage. Now it's coming his way. Now he's getting the opportunity to be able to reverse the hold, and he just about does as he applies a surfboard hold to Gino Hernandez, and not only the surfboard hold, but he's hanging 10 and hanging it well, 5 at a time. So Gino Hernandez is caught, and those powerful shoulders of his right now are doing him no good as Gary Hart gets on the apron to, I think, just confuse the issue. And I think I'm correct. And Gary Hart, as he gets off here, is having his problems. Les Thornton challenging him and challenging him properly. And Gino knows an opening when it's made for him. Thornton now, as he catches those massive knee drops on the back of the neck. Gino sitting on the small of his back, pulling up on his chin, uses a backbreaker and uses it well. He gets that back bent far enough. There is no alternative for Thornton but to quit. But he's straightening out now, as you can see, and he is shaking off the effects of the combination that is keeping him in trouble. And as he swings around, Thornton comes up now with that shoulder butt, trying to place it. And whoa, here comes Thornton, who lands solidly on the concrete again. And Gino Hernandez taking the referee away from Thornton as Gary Hart sticks his vicious hand into the match again, and the referee was looking in the opposite direction. On the floor is Thornton. You see him now trying to make his entrance into the ring. He'll be helped by Gino Hernandez with a back body drop, and oh, how hard and solid he landed. And here is Gino to come off of there with the elbow, and an effective one it was. We've got a fall. Gino Hernandez
The winner of the second fall,
chalks up.
4 minutes, 4 seconds, the challenger, Gino Hernandez.
He chalks up the equalizing fall. The world's junior heavyweight title is at stake, and that tender scene there as they commiserate with each other can be interpreted in many ways, but mostly it's a result of skullduggery and means no good for Les Thornton. So Hernandez could hit Gary Hart, trying now to insert himself in this match, if I may use the term. I think we'll just stay right here with this match instead of going to the studio. We will stay here. Thornton's on the floor. Thornton's in trouble, and as Hernandez maneuvers around that ring and lays claim to victory, it's obvious that he is not going to get a victory without there being a third and final and deciding fall. So I tell you, we'll be back here in a moment. Right now, let's have this word from the studio.
3, 2, 1, the bell.
There is the bell to start fall number 3, the final fall in this battle to decide who should hold the world's junior heavyweight title. Gino had to lose weight in order to make the weight limit of the junior heavyweight class, but that is no trick as far as he's concerned. At his age, he can raise and lower his weight 15 to 20 pounds within an easy time limit and be equally strong at either weight. So he has rung the bell as far as Les Thornton is concerned by driving him into that ring post. So Thornton's on the floor, and Gino in the ring is maneuvering about, looking for the opportunity to chalk up the match here and to walk out with the coveted world's junior heavyweight title. The National Wrestling Alliance recognizes Les Thornton. Thornton walking around here behind us, coming over to the opposite side of the ring, looking for an opportunity to get in that ring without getting his block knocked off. But now he's making his own opportunity as he trades wallops with Hernandez. And solid wallops they are. diving fall, and now this flying mare puts him in position for a guillotine drop, and Gino caught one right along the jaw, right along the throat. Here's a backbreaker for Les Thornton, and he maneuvers around to clobber him. Gino, on the other hand, is doing something, and we have Les Thornton going around the ring there in a manner that the same thing that happened to Maniac Mark Lewin recently in a match here.
2 minutes, 9 seconds. Referee Corpo Lucas disqualifies Gino Hernandez. The winner is still champion Les
Gino
Thornton.
has been disqualified for using something in the eye of Les Thornton, and he claims that all he uses is perspiration. Some sweat, I'd say, but the perspiration, whatever it is, has a painful and telling effect, as it has right now on Les Thornton, who holds his world's junior heavyweight title by virtue of a disqualification victory. But believe me when I say that that is winning it the hard way, the very hard way. The winner and still world's junior heavyweight champion in the National Wrestling Alliance is Les Thornton. We'll be back here in a moment after we have this word from the studio.